What's up, guys? Blue Moon Mining here, and it's a little bit of a different video today. Right now, I just want to go over ASIC prices and why I think some may be a little overpriced, or not really overpriced at all, but I feel like they just shouldn't cost as much as they do, considering what other ASICs we have available to us in the current market. So right now I'm over on Bitmain. I'm looking at their Bitcoin miners, and they aren't making that much money compared to, say, Ethereum miners or Litecoin miners or even um, Cadena miners or Cardano, whatever you guys want to call it. And I feel like they're just kind of overpriced for the amount of power they use, especially these hydros. These hydros, they use uh, like damn near 5,500 watts for just a measly amount of hash rate compared to that. And the efficiency just doesn't seem to be there compared to, say, like a Ethereum one. An Ethereum miner, let's go over here to ASIC miner value. You can get one that's right now 3,100 watts for 3.6 gigahash, and it's making $77 a day. But the most profitable most profitable Bitcoin ASIC's only making 460 a day, and that's at 140 terahash at 3,010 watts. If you want to look at any other algorithms, there's Cadena miners are still making almost $20 a day at 3,000 some watts, and I just feel like the wattage usage on all these so-called ASIC miners are just, for Bitcoin at least, they're just not making enough for the amount of power they're using. So I feel like there is a way that they just haven't found yet to increase the efficiency of a Bitcoin miner. Because you can get Bitcoin miners that barely go over 1,000 watts and still hash out about 20 terahash. And you can get them like that, but it's still just not very profitable. And Bitmain, I feel like they need to work on that because they really charge a pretty penny for these Bitcoin miners when they can't really ROI within a year. Some of these, like the iPolo V1, you click on it, it'll ROI pretty quick because it makes $28,000 a year, right? And you can buy these for 20 grand. It'll take not even a year to ROI these, or return on investment. And it's kind of crazy to think about. And there's a lot of different places you can mine it, get it. You can get it for cheap there, for a little bit more if you want to go down here. I mean, who the hell would want to buy it for $40,000? But still, looking at it, it's a lot quicker to ROI these. And we all know that Ethereum is going to proof of stake, so we can't mine it anymore. But these, of course, will go on to Ethereum Classic, and we'll have to wait to see how profitable it is on those coins. But even the smaller ASIC miners that iPolo provides are still making almost $10 a day, or at least getting to it. Especially gold shell Cadena miners, they're still getting a pretty good amount of, and I don't know, I can't really compare the efficiency. I haven't really done much research on Cadena, and I hope to one day be able to, but I believe it's only an ASIC only algorithm, and I wish I could, get my hands on one. But the problem with that is that Cadena miners are just extremely expensive. If you want to look at the most profitable one making $20 a day, I'm pretty sure this thing costs $40,000, or still, like, I can't afford a $13,000 investment. I can't afford that. I'd have to take out like a damn mortgage to do that kind of stuff. But you always notice the most profitable coins, you have to scroll a pretty long time until you eventually come across a SHA-256 or 256, which is, of course, a Bitcoin miner. And the reason I really got onto this video is because DJ Mines posted something about it on Twitter. He was talking about how ASIC mining profitability is rough, and even the newest Bitcoin ASIC is only making 485 at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. What I'm showing you guys here is at 12 cents, which I would think would be more average around the United States. And he said the asking price needs to come down, and I agree with that. I believe that they should decrease the asking price for a lot of these ASIC miners because some of them are either outdated or a lot of them are just not that profitable anymore. Because I'm pretty sure when these first came out, they're probably making $40 a day, but with the current crypto prices, it's kind of hard to keep that. And in a bear market, you're going to have to drop the price of these miners because they're not making that much money. And there still is new miners coming out every day. Like even this one is only making $3 a day. And this is the most efficient one they have apparently. Well, this is the most terahash you can get, but it's only getting $3 a day because look at the amount of wattage it uses. You would expect a water-cooled machine to be a lot less on wattage usage, but it uses more. Now, there has to be something that needs to be done about these ASIC prices because I believe I believe these ones are like 10,000. No, they're not that much, but they're still around 5 grand. But look how long it would take to ROI. Like over a couple of years, and that's just ridiculous to think about. It's a few years just to pay off this initial investment that you put towards this. And I feel like it's just kind of a rip-off in the end. Bitcoin miners, I know in time will be really profitable compared to what's going on right now in the current market. But that's going to take a while. You got to wait till the next halving cycle and all that. And I feel like the prices should be down, and they have plenty of time to work on new miners. And I feel like Bitmain should really focus towards more efficiency on their Bitcoin miners because they do focus on efficiency. If you look at the E9, for example, 1920 watts at 2.4 gigahash, that's not bad. It's not nearly as efficient as the Jasminer X4, which is 2.5 gigahash at only 1200 watts. But Bitmain at least tried to lower the power consumption on one of their miners, and it's very profitable to this day at $51. But I feel like it was released at such a bad time. Considering that we're moving to proof of stake here in less than a month, and it's crazy to think about. But knowing Bitmain as a company in a whole, they're usually, from what I hear, not the best when it comes to this. They kind of, from what it sounds like, Bitmain likes, they want the money, so they kind of released that at such a crap time. They probably had these things running. There's a lot of people saying maybe they're running these for a year until they start selling them, and it's a possibility. But they're selling them for $10,000, which is pretty cheap compared to other ASIC miners that get that much hash rate. Because I'm pretty sure this Jasminer X4 is around 15,000 from what I know. No, 20,000. But this you can ROI pretty in about a year. But the power efficiency is really good. Now, of course, on ETC, it's only hashing about $30 a day, which is still very good compared to most Bitcoin miners. Like, even on Ethereum Classic, which is not nearly as profitable as Ethereum, you're still getting more money a day than you would be on Bitcoin. And you're also using less wattage. You're only using 1200 watts, 2.5 gigahash. Now, yeah, gigahash can't compare to terahash, but I feel like there's ways to make them more efficient, and they just haven't gotten there yet. And it's not just Bitcoin that can do that. There's got to be some other ASIC miner manufacturer out there that can get a more profitable, more efficient SHA-256 miner out there. And I mean, I'm getting a 3.8 terahash or a 3 terahash at 200 watts coming from FutureBit, but yeah, that's still not the most efficient. In some words, it's still pretty efficient compared to old ones that used to get that. Because I believe there is a 3.8 terahash one somewhere hiding here. Let's see if I can find it here. I know ASIC miners on Bitcoin have come a long way, but there were some that were doing about 3.8 terahash, but they're using freaking thousands of watts from what I know. This one is 478 gigahash at 366. That's not that much. Sheesh. I haven't really looked down this list a lot, but a lot of these are very unprofitable these days, especially if you get into like the older ones from Bitmain and What's Miner and stuff. They're really unprofitable, especially at 12 cents per kilowatt hour. Sorry if this video kind of goes on too long as well, guys. Yeah, I never really prepare for my videos. I kind of just look into what's going on and I just take a jump at it. You know, just like a talking point video. But yeah, look at this. This is a Bitmain S7, 2.7 terahash at 697 watts. That's not very efficient at all. But yeah, I feel like going into ASIC mining in today's market just doesn't seem like a very rational thing to do, considering how expensive they are compared to how the market is. Compared to what you do, say, in graphics cards, which graphics cards are starting to drop in price. And of course, I'm not on the very good website for this. Kind of gives like an average, or these people are still selling these for way too much. But if you go over to eBay, and if you were to go on eBay and search up, you know, what about an RTX 3060 Ti, you'll get them for $200, $300 if you get the right listing. Yeah, there's some that are still going for a good price, but this one's going for $280. It says parts only though, which is still very expensive. I don't know why they would do that. But a lot of these are still overpriced, but these are individual sellers. You have to remember that. A lot of individual sellers will go for a higher price because they think that the cards are worth that. And I believe they're actually selling them on like other like bigger websites, like say maybe EVGA. I'm pretty sure they're selling them for way under their MSRP. Go over here, let's go find 3060 Ti. Well, they're not selling them like they were. I think if you want to have, here, let's go to all graphics cards. A lot of their newer cards are going under MSRP, say their 3080s, their 3090s. I'm not really seeing too much going on with 3060s, and anything under a 3070 Ti I've noticed is kind of going for its normal listing price, but they're really trying to get rid of their 3090 cards and stuff, and it looks like that. So, but I feel like in today's market it's just not worth getting into large ASIC mining things. I feel like you should just stick it with the smaller ones, like say like a Classic Mini Plus, or the V1 Mini Classic. It's only 130 megahash, 104 watts, but you're still getting $1.39 a day. And that does add up, and say if the market shoots back up, that's going to go up in price. And then I'm pretty sure you can find the Pro, or the Plus right here, still making $2.86 a day. And I know there's Kadena miners, like the mini box ones and stuff, that are still making really good amounts of money every day. Even the V1 Mini, which is an Ethereum miner, is getting $6.48 a day. That's more than I'm hashing with 3060 Ti's, and I think, and it's using way less wattage as well. That's 300 watts when I'm using over 400 with 3 graphics cards. So there is a place for certain ASIC miners, but these really large ones that use thousands of watts of power, they just don't seem so efficient anymore. Like, yes, this is very efficient. Most Ethereum ASICs are very efficient, but in the end, is it really going to be worth it? Because Ethereum's going away, so we're not going to have this efficiency with Ethereum gone. and Cadena is very expensive. Now of course Ethereum miners are very expensive, but also Cadena and script miners as well. The Bitmain L7 here is getting just around $17 a day. It's going for over 10 grand. I just feel like it needs to be like talked about, and people need to really question: is it worth it? Should I put a large investment on these ASIC miners and hope that one day I'll get my return on investment, or should I just kind of keep it small, or should I continue to GPU mine? It's a weird time in the market right now. You know, prices are dropping. Prices are very volatile in this state. They're not staying at one price. They're not going up, but they're going down. And if they do go up, it's only in small increments, or it goes up for about a week and then it just plummets back down. And it's very all over the place. And in the market like that, it's not good to make very big investments unless you're prepared to possibly lose out in the end. Now, me personally, I wouldn't make a large investment on Ethereum miners because we don't know yet if Ethereum Classic will be able to handle the hash rate going towards it. And I watch a lot of videos about it. I watched Red Panda Mining's videos on it, and I mean, he's really the only one that really gets out there and talks about it, I guess. There are other miners who do that, but he went into really big detail about Ethereum going away and how Ethereum Classic may or may not be able to handle the hash rate. And Ethereum Classic's hash rate has gone up. It's increased to 42 terahash, which is a lot more than it was before. And Ethereum's is dropping. Well, it's actually gone up quite a bit to 907 from where it was. But yeah, I don't want to really push this video on too long, but I hope it made sense on what I'm talking about, why I think ASIC miners just really need to have just a revamp in price and stuff. And I really think they should go in and just kind of think and work towards more efficiency than power, especially for Bitcoin miners, because Bitcoin miners right now don't seem to be a very good investment. And of course it can change as the market changes, but right now Bitcoin is not doing the best at $21,000, which is still more than it was years ago. But when's the next time we're going to see it back up in the $60,000, $40,000 range? It could be another couple of years. We don't know. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it makes sense, hope you guys made sense of it, or it made sense to you guys. I might do another upload tonight. It's a little vlog upload about a lamp, so hopefully you guys can see in my corner when it's nighttime when I do the vlog. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave them down in the comments. I'll try and get back to you guys right away or answer any questions. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Peace out.